I did fillet a garden hose on a stranger's house, essentially, at about 6 a.m, really hungover after waking up in a car in front of their house, not knowing really what I was doing, sleeping in a car in front of their house. I'd never been more thirsty in my life. And I was like, whoa, it's 6 a.m. I'm in the suburb of Connecticut. And, oh, man, I'm thirsty. And then I was like, dude, look at that garden hose. And it was like the garden hose of like, you know what I mean? You've been so far removed from fresh cut grass and garden hoses and side yards of your youth that you see that and you're like, oh, that is the coldest, purest water on earth. You know what I mean? And I've seen it. I now have to get it. And I thought, well, it's no problem. I'll roll out of this car and sort of just keep a low profile going across their lawn. And just sort of nom body crawl thing. Cross the lawn. Just stay low. Don't look
low
suspicious.
Profile, you mean literally low, not like unnoticeable.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I was in peak physical condition. I wasn't in peak physical condition, so I couldn't do like some kick-ass like, oh my God, did a shadow just go across the lawn or was that a man like doing recon? So it was just more like whoops. Okay, I'll walk for a few steps. Wait, get back down. Just get back down. And then I got to the hose and I just thought, it was just like, this is going to be so sweet. And I was on my knees. I turned on their hose and I don't know, it was very sensual and fulfilling. And arguably now that I see it in a book that's coming out around the world, homoerotic. And it got pretty ugly. It's spelled out in the book pretty much note for note because my system didn't want that much cold, clear, like everything that could be happening like from the neckline up on a human body was happening all at once. And it was both arousing and disconcerting and biologically unpleasant and startling visually. And I thought, that's fine. No one ever has to hear about this. And I then started doing the reverse recon mission back out to the car that I woke up in. And I looked and it turned out there was the guy was awake in his living room, just watching. I don't know how long he was watching. But he was a nice man with a nice home, and he didn't deserve that. And he looked, we just had this moment of eye contact where I'm like, is this guy going to come out and, like, am I going to get arrested or anything weird? I mean, we're having this moment. We're like two deer that they see each other, like, across a river, but they're not really reacting. They're just like, there's another one of me. Should I just continue going about it seems like there's no territory, or is there? This could be ugly, maybe.
You're probably the wounded deer.
Might have been. And then I just thought, I'll just be a good sport, and I gave him a wave. Gave him kind of like a pitcher when they're pulled out of the game, they still give the fans like a, thanks, guys. I remember him looking at me thinking, I wonder who's really living. Like, I imagined him thinking, like, is that guy living? Like, is that what living is? Like, is that turning it up to the max? Should I be doing more of that? That's what I imagined him thinking. I'm sure he was just thinking, like, that is so odd.